And hello again, everyone. I'm Craig Elston. Welcome to Leipzig, Germany, where today we'll bring you highlights from all three disciplines of fencing, including a terrific USA women's team saber matchup. But we begin with women's foil, where in the first semi-final, Italy's Valentina Vezzali held off a late charge from Hungary's E.Knapek to claim victory. The Olympic gold medalist Vezzali is back from maternity leave and on track for yet another final. Vezzali will face Germany's Anya Mueller, who's trying to fulfill a lifelong dream. She has been dominant so far and steamrolled through the semifinals with a victory over France's Madeleine Willem. Mueller hoping to win gold right here in her home country. A unique, tremendous setting for fencing competition here in Leipzig, with a big crowd cheering on the hometown favorite Mueller against the Olympic gold medalist Vezzali. We pick up action early in the third period.
I admire Vezzali because she will let a bout build. She's not as affected, I think, as a lot of people are by the momentum that one fencer might develop.
Mueller seems somewhat content to let Vezzali have the parry to replace the attack before the riposte will land.
Yeah, I think she's thinking that maybe Vezzali will hold her arm back a little bit, might not quite fire off the riposte right away, in which case she can just sort of stick the blade on, remise, or double, and wow, gotta give mad props to the referee for making that call. That was pretty tight.
Yes, but you can see that she definitely...
She had a little preliminary action. You can hear a mixed reaction from the crowd. Some jeers, some cheers. Of course, the German fans are quite happy with it.
Very, very close.
But I prefer a referee who makes the calls anyway. I say, you know what? Vezzali appeals to him and says, you have to give me that one. Still 1 point separates the athletes. Fencers know that you always got to be in it for the single point. You got to just be fencing for that 1 point at a time. You're not aiming for 15. You're not even, in Vezzali's case, aiming for 10. You're aiming for just that 1 point at a time. This crowd does not want the fencing to end. They want these athletes to be psyched up. Vezzali now wants the Cora, says that she got hit bodily, and could you please hand out a yellow card for that? And the referee is saying, nope.
Oh, wow.
Poking and hoping.
Dangerous to stay in there like that.
It certainly is. They both seem very confident to stay in there. I'm actually surprised, Vezzali, with the way that she can move and the way she can get out. But I think she finds herself, usually that's a favorable circumstance for her because she's a little bit smaller.
Starting to wonder if they're getting a little tired out there.
Well, it has been a long day, and we're approaching 8 o'clock at night here in Leipzig. And again comes the crowd, trying to get their fencer psyched up.
Oh, there we go again.
And again, we've seen that several times, and the German crowd admires it, not only because it's a fencer from their home country, but also because it's a gutsy move.
It's a beautiful attack again. Saying, you can have my blade.
That's right. Vezzali has got to make now it becomes crucial. There's 2 points in between. The clock is growing short, and we stand very close to naming a new world champion from Germany. So Valentina Vezzali has got to start bringing her A game.
Yep, there you go.
A nice riposte. Puts her within striking distance now, one touch, but she's been in that position for a long time and hasn't managed to convert. She hasn't managed to tie it up. Vezzali looking for the tie right now, trying to make sure she can tie it up so she can at least force a priority minute of fencing time. Ooh,
there you go.
Vezzali, and it is tied. The resilience of this fencer is amazing.
Mueller question her tactics in being 2 touches up in a fairly low-scoring match and staying in there for that action. But
one of the classic Vezzali attack.
in my experience in fencing, I've never seen a situation where it came down to the final minute, it ever actually makes it to priority. The priority simply forces one of the fencers to make something happen. And, you never know who is going to be the aggressor. You could have Mueller with the priority and still go out there and try to make something happen, or try to just hold her off for a minute.
I hope we see the quick remise from Mueller. She's trying it. Vezzali is setting up a series of parries. Keep herself protected. She better make those ripostes immediate if she's going to use them. But it's dangerous. You can fall into that snare of the counter riposte. So a little bit of a fast start, but now it seems like there's a little bit of patience kicking in.
She definitely wants to go down fighting.
She does, and I admire her for that. I'd say fence it out well. Oh, and the hand does go up against Mueller, and Vezzali had been asking for some time. I mentioned earlier that to keep an eye on it. Now, in the event of a red card, Vezzali is just now realizing that she doesn't have priority because of the backwards, and I think she's just finding out that it's her opponent who has priority, and she's wasted. There's the riposte, and Valentina Vezzali is the world champion, and she is beside herself.
Wow.
Oh, Mueller just 1 point away from gold. She'll have to settle for silver today as the Olympic gold medalist Vezzali comes from behind to win in extra time. We switch swords and disciplines next. It's the women's épée final.